Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a new guest. A guest. I'm pretty sure you've seen her before on my video, on my other two videos I have, because those are the only, no, actually three videos that I have uploaded already. So this is gonna be my fourth one, and probably I'll have more later on. And yeah, and this is my sister. I invited my sister to come over, and we're gonna be telling scary stories. And yeah, here she is.
Hi guys.
So yeah, and her name, and she also have her own YouTube channel, and her YouTube channel name is
Hilda Martinez.
Hilda Martinez. Okay, so today we're gonna be talking about scary stories, guys. You know, like scary experiences that we've been having. You know, the past
since we moved into this house and other places we've been to.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll talk about that.
So Hilda, do you want to start with the story, or you want me to start?
You should start because you have more than me. Yeah, I have at least just 3 stories about that, so you could go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, and before starting, we also have our own water bottles here. Yep. Those are good, you know. That way you have.
We gotta stay hydrated, guys.
Yes, guys, because we're gonna be talking a lot, and not only that, you know, once you get scary, and then you don't wanna go stand up and.
Unless you have to go pee, but you know. Keep that in mind. Drink water, guys. Keep hydrated.
Yeah. So, okay, what I'm gonna tell you guys is about this one time where first of all, I was living here in this house, but on another room, which is her room now, and yeah, you know, so it was a night. I think it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was Halloween either. It was like what was that?
I don't even know, bro. I don't even know.
But yeah, so it was a night. Like I was saying, guys, it was late. It was like a 12, I want to say. 12, and my dumbass stayed up all night. I was on Instagram watching videos, or probably on, no, I was on YouTube. YouTube. Yes. I was on YouTube watching a movie. Guys, I'm lying. I was on YouTube watching some YouTubers. Yes, I was watching YouTubers. And in that time we had like those bunk beds.
Bunk beds.
Bunk beds?
Bunk beds.
Yeah, we have those what?
Bunk beds.
Those bunk beds. And she will be sleeping on top, and I will be sleeping on the bottom, you know?
On the top, on the first bed.
On the first bed. And we were talking, and out of nowhere she fell asleep. And I stayed by myself up, you know, like I stayed up. And then I was laying down facing down, you know. I was laying down facing down, watching watching YouTube. And then I felt like somebody pulled my my leg, you know, first of all they touched my toes, and then they tried to pull me over, you know, to pull me away. Pull me over. So yeah, and I was like, hey, you know, like I was telling her, hey, Hilda, stop, you know, bro, stop, you know, like what the heck, you know, like I ain't playing no games right now, you know, I'm watching something, you know, so you better be fucking like, you better stop that shit, you know. And I was waiting for her fucking response, and she did not respond back because she was what? Asleep.
See.
So she was asleep, so I was like, what the heck? I was so scared, guys, that I was about to cry.
Crying,
no, I'm just saying, guys, I wasn't crying. And I was trying to slap this bitch because I thought it was her. But I was like, Doobie, you know, like, that's her nickname, guys, Doobie. So I was like waking her up and be like, hey, stop playing around. I ain't playing.
Punch me in the face,
you know. So she was still she was asleep. Where are you going?
I'm gonna lock the door.
So she was asleep. Like I said, she was asleep. And then I was like, oh my god, you know, is this actually like true? Is this actually happening, you know? So I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna fall asleep and be like, you know, and go through it again, you know, because it was a bad experience, guys. Like literally pulling my leg with a lot of force, like hella hard, you know, like grabbing my leg, you know, and I was like, what the fuck? So out of nowhere, guys, I fall asleep again. So I forgot, you know, I fall asleep again. And then dang, it even pulled me, like it pulled me so hard that my whole body moved, you know, to that age. I know
how much I weigh. I'm tired of icicles.
So it tried to pull me
to the edge.
To the edge, guys. So that time that happened, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fall asleep again. So I tried so damn hard to stay up to the next day, probably fall asleep, because my parents will be awake, so whatever happened, I could like be like screaming and they'll be able to come in and help me out, right? But that time it was so crazy, guys, because it was just me awake. Everybody was asleep. Well, yeah, of course, like what do I expect?
No shit.
It was like a 1 in the morning, so
sorry guys.
so yeah.
I don't think I was there, but I do think that I have experienced some kind of paranormal activities that happened to me in some days. But yeah, I have experienced something like that, guys.
Hey, and not only that's not all, guys, when that happened, yeah, it looks nice. So when that happened, guys, I started dreaming a weird ass dream. It was that night when I dreamed that there was 2 little kids, because I had 2 siblings. They're twins, right? It's a girl and a boy. So that, yes. So I dreamed somebody was knocking my room. So don't you guys hate when you guys dream, but at the same time in that dream you have another dream and you wake up on that dream, but in real life your body's still on the bed, like you're still sleeping. So that happened to me. So I dreamed that I woke up, right? So I woke up and opened the door, and when I opened the door, I saw these 2 little kids. So they were so afraid of, I don't know what was happening. So they were like, oh, I want to go with mom, I want to go with dad, and I was like, well, come on in, what, like, why are you guys crying? The boy wanted to sleep with me. It was crazy because it made it seem like if they were my brother and sister, but they weren't. But deep down inside of me, I was like, okay, they're not, they're not my siblings, they're not them, And plus, because they look so pale and so like scared.
So white. I'm just kidding.
No, pale, like with they had dark hair, but they look so pale, and their eyes, ¿cómo se llama esos? Their under eyes.
Their eye bags.
Their eye bag. They will have it so dark, guys. I was so I was over here trying to be so nice to them, so that way they wouldn't like hurt me, because for some reason I kind of knew it wasn't them, so like I thought they were up to something,
She was trying to trick them, guys, but she didn't get them.
Yeah, so I told you that story before, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, so I did tell her that story before. So okay, so guys, when that happened, the little girl wanted to go with her mom and dad, which is my parents, right? And I was like, okay, chill, don't cry, stop crying, I'll take you right now. And then I asked my little brother, supposedly my little brother, and I asked him, what about you? Do you want to stay here with me, or you want to go with parents? And he was like, no, I don't want to go with my parents, I want to stay with you, I want to sleep with you, And I was like, okay, hold on. So I told the little kid to hop on in my bed, and to wait me there, because I'm gonna take the little girl to my parents, right? So when that happened, the little boy didn't wanna stay on the bed. He was like, I'm too scared, I don't wanna stay here, take me with you. So when I turned around, the little girl was chewing on my fingers, So it was so weird because I didn't feel no pain at all at the moment, like on my dream right there. So I turned around, so I felt like my hand was saying, guys, the little girl was chewing on my fucking fingers. I was like, what are you doing? Stop. But she was still chewing and chewing and chewing, and I was like, oh my god, So I remember it was these 3 fingers. The one she was like, she had my 3 fingers inside of her mouth, and she was chewing on them. And then when I pulled my hand, because she didn't want to stop, I pulled my hand from her mouth, and I said stop, what the heck. So I yelled at her, so she started crying even more. I was like, okay, And then when I looked at my fingers, they were all fucking chewed. Yeah. They were all fucking like those, ¿cómo se llama? Like hule.
They're like kind of plastic.
Like a rubber thing.
Kind of like,
but it was all chewed, And I was like, what the chewed, right?
Yeah.
Chewed.
Alright, stop trying
to so yeah. So I opened the door of my room because the little girl wanted to go with my parents. So I was like, okay, hold on, let me like open the door, So my door was like it was getting longer, like further away. So I was like, oh my god, So so I grabbed the kid's hand. So it kind of like okay, it was near. So yeah, I opened the door, and when I opened the door, I stick my head out. Did I remember? And then I looked at my parents' room. Their fucking room was so fucking far away, guys. I was like, god damn, like I was like, how am I gonna come back to my room by myself, This little girl wants to go over there and she was crying and crying. So it was so crazy because you know how the hallway, you have a long hallway on your house and you try to get to one, the hallway was getting longer and longer. And so I was running out that I remember. I was running to get to my parents' room, to leave this girl over there, And then when I opened my parents' room, nobody was there, guys. Nobody was in my parents' room, and I was like, what the heck? So I was like yelling them, like, Mom, Dad, where are you guys? Don't understand, in Spanish. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be speaking Spanish and English on this fucking video because I'm Spanglish. I actually speak three languages, pero todavía. So abrí la puerta del pinche cuarto y después dije, le grité a mis papás, nadie respondió que diga. Y cuando eso pasó dije, no mames, güey, ¿qué pedo? ¿Dónde están? So abrí la puerta del baño porque ellos tienen un baño en su cuarto de ellos y allí no puedo contar lo que vi. Ya después de allí, cuando fui a dejar a la niña en la casa, ahí la dejé, dije, hey, ahí quédate, güey. Ahí quédate, porque first, deep down inside of me, yo dije, ese güey no, esta chiquita no es mi hermana. Yo sabía que no era mi hermana, Ara. Porque, o sea, me masticó mis tres dedos, Y luego estaba llorando y que después quería regresarse conmigo. Like, ¿qué pedo? La fui y la dejé y luego dice que quiere regresar conmigo otra vez, So I was like, you know what? Stay there. They'll be with you right now. They'll come out right now, Luego on my way back, el little kid ya no estaba conmigo. So he wasn't with me anymore. So I was yelling his name, like supuestamente I called him my brother's name because in that fucking dream that he was my brother, my little brother. So I was looking for him. After that, I woke up, guys. Like, well, it happened to that I opened my parents' room and then I came out somewhere else, So there was a lot of doors, and then from there I opened one, and then I found my room, and then I opened it, and then my sister was there sleeping, so I was trying to wake her up again, and she didn't wake up, So from there, I fall asleep in my dreams, So I went, let's say on my dreams, I went back, I woke up on my other dream, and I was like, dang, what the heck? So when I woke up on that dream, something else was like on top of my how call it, on my window. It was all laughing and cracking up at me, And I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? That I remember it had a big fucking mouth. Have you ever seen that person? Mouth that I remember. So, and it will have black eyes, dark eyes, long mouth, long big mouth, and he was just, I don't know if it was a he or if it was a she, or I don't even know what was it, So it was kind of like laughing at me, and then I was like falling asleep again, which was so hard for me because I was trying not to, So I fall asleep and that thing came up to me with a fucking pillow, tried to suffocate me, and kill me, So I was like, what the fuck? I was all screaming and shit, but nobody heard me because it was all in my fucking dreams. So yeah, So right now my sister's gonna be telling you guys a part of her story, I have more, of course. We might tell you guys on another occasion, another video. So my sister Hilda Martinez is gonna be telling you guys her story. Probably.
Alright, I'm on back. So apparently, my sister-in-law was staying over for the time. Well, at that time. But when that happened, my sister left early, my parents went to work, and my little brothers too, and I stayed home because I had to just stay home. So I did. And at that time, well, like, I went to my room, I ate some cereal. It was like around 6 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that was that when I told you to stay with me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So this one, yeah, I was eating Cheerios. I think it was Cheerios or Honey Bunch stuff. I don't remember,
Okay,
guys.
you were eating.
But I was eating cereal.
That's how I am. Yeah.
Right. And I was eating cereal. But then, I heard like the chair was moving. But oh Lord, I was scared. Like, I heard that shit move. And I was like, who else is in the kitchen? Because I know my sister in law's a heavy sleeper. So that happened. And, ooh, it was scary.
Okay, so is your only
Alright, guys, so that happened. That was one time I experienced something kind of paranormal going on there. Oh yes, and there's just one time I was in my room working out since my parents don't let me go out because I don't know whatever they're thinking, right? But they don't let me go out because also my sister works till like kind of like midnight, like around 7 or 8. She's like, she comes home to you, pendeja. Okay, so that happened, and I had to work out of my room. So ever since I started working in my room, I started working out in my room. Oh wow, like I was doing sit-ups, and like right next to my door, since you can see like the closets kind of sticking out. Well, I have like two closets, and like my door's kind of pushed in, but there's like something in between, like a space. So there's this space that once I went back down, like I was working out, it turns out it was this girl. Well, I was, that time I moved like into my sister's room, but it's been like already years that I moved into that room. And I saw this girl with black hair, and she was wearing like some white dress or something. And she was like, her face was kind of dark, well, like all covered in black. I don't know what, I don't know. It was pretty crazy though. And ever since then, I stopped working out because, I can't let anything stop me. But yeah, that was a second time I seen something in my room. It really creeped me out, but I still go because I gotta sleep. You know what I'm saying? So there's this one other time when we went on a vacation to Washington. Yeah. So it was in Washington where I stayed home alone. I think I'm not sure. I stayed with somebody. I think, but I stayed home, and the door shut by itself. And the one thing I knew for sure was that not everybody that used to live in the house with us, um, like I know that they all left, to work and stuff, and I stayed home by myself. I think I'm not sure because I heard the door close really hard, like if there was wind, but I know there wasn't wind because at that time it was raining, but the doors were all closed except for that one door. You know, I mean, I don't know if I can remember very well, but yeah, that happened. So I don't think I really experienced much like paranormal activities, but dreaming, I've dreamed the worst of worst. But one thing I keep in mind is like, well, it's all in your head. It's not something that is real.